Hi, and welcome to the tutorial Advanced Keywording, Customizing Your Keyword Output. Last time we dealt with customizing the way in which you can enter your generators. This time we're going to talk about how you can customize how your keywords are created and how you can export them. The program in general is designed to um, meet all the submission specifications for stockhouses and search engines and websites. So we have made it extremely customizable and fluid. So you can create limits and of keywords. You can put them into different boxes, and we'll show that. Right now it's set up very simply to create keywords with a semicolon in between as a keyword separator. So if we go to Preferences, we see that it's set to no specific compliance. The keyword separator is a semicolon, and the keyword sorting is alphabetical. We're not using plural keywords, and so it's very simple. Now let us go and click on Getty Compliant. Now Getty Compliant means that it uses essential keywords which go at the front of your keywording list. And as I said, we're highly customizable, so we allow you to do either a character limit, a word limit, or a phrase limit. So let's just put in a phrase limit. And it also has made the sorting of the keywords customizable. So let's take a moment to understand this. This is complicated, and it's basically what's called a weighted vocabulary. That means that keywords associated with different categories have different importance, and it's a way for you to organize the output of your keywords so that keywords that are more important go towards the front of the list, keywords that are less important to you go to the end. And you do that by, in categories, you give each category a certain weight, a certain number. The lower the number, the more important those keywords are. So emotions and concepts are the most important, and black and white color is the least important. Now these numbers, you can put in any number you want. So if you really dislike a certain a category of keyword, you can give it a really high number, and that'll to ensure that it'll be on the very end of the list. And if you want to make sure that emotions and concepts are at the front, you just give it a 1 and give everything else like a 30 or something, and that'll ensure that those keywords are at the front. Let's take one more step into the complexity of this issue by going to vocabulary. And when we look at here, let's look at train track. Okay, so to make this a little further complicated, we give a number to each entry of the keyword in relationship to the generator. So the top row is a 1, the second is a 2, third 3, 4, 5, 6. So we allow you to arrange your keywords so that the top one make the most important at the top and the least important at the bottom. And when we sort the keywords, we take into account what level they're on, these keywords are on, and in arranging it. So that way, it's a very complicated formula, but the general idea is the more important words you want at the top, and when you're creating categories, the smaller the number, the more those words will be at the front. Alright, so when we go back to look at Getty, we're seeing that we're using essential, which are keywords that are guaranteed to be at the front of the list, and then those will be followed by keywords that are arranged by the value that you give to each category. So let's go over here to last image visited, and we are going to so it also has an essential keyword entry box, so I can start entering things there. And so you can see lake shore, beach shore. So it puts in beach here, and then it arranges these keywords by their importance that we've given them. And so we can enter some there, and it'll enter up. It tells me that I have 8 phrases remaining out of 10 for my essential, and it'll keep an account and not let me go over the limit that I set for myself. All the others will go into the keywords, and when I export it out to to a CSV file or an Excel file, these words will be put in front of these words. So the essential will be assured of being in the front. All right, now let's go and look at the Alamy, which is similar to Getty. And but before we do that, let's talk about this. There's other stock houses besides Getty who want your most important keywords at the front. So we've allowed you to do it by all sorts, by character, by word, and by phrase. There's also, you could use another main keywords and separate and give limits to what goes in there. So there's numerous ways in which you can organize and arrange these keywords. One of the more comprehensive ways to do it is for Alamy submitters, because they have a very specific way in which they want their keywords. First, they want essential with a 50-character limit. Then they want main keywords with a 300 limit, and then comprehensive keywords with an 856 limit. They want their captions to be only less than 128 or less characters, and of course they have customizable keyword sorting. So let's go back here. Let's go to a new one, and now we can start keywording again. We can put in some keywords, and we see that it will overflow. Let's find some keywords that have lots of generators with lots of keywords. Grandparents and grandchildren. So boop, they start creating more, and we go to mature adult couple, and there, and they start pushing them out into the different places. And then I can go back and create, let's put in the Hudson River. And once again, this will puts it up there, tells me how many characters I have left, and won't allow me to put in more than I'm allowed to put in. And then pushes them down into their different boxes. And these boxes if you want to, you can fill out the Alamy license information and then send your keywords as an Excel spreadsheet to Alamy, or you can go online and cut and paste these into the appropriate boxes in the online submission page. We'll have another tutorial for how to fill out the Alamy license and how to create the Excel spreadsheet. Alright, so let's go back. The last thing I want to show you is how you can put limits on the number of keywords you create, because I know some stock houses limit the number of keywords you can submit. So to do that, you click on No Specific Compliance. You go to check to Use Main, and then you put in a limit. So we say go back to that, we go to last image keyworded, and you see it tells you the number of keywords you've created, but only allows 20 or so. It'll allow the first 20 that are in the list to be put in there. It might only be 19 or 18 because the next word in the list is 3 words long, so there is a variation on that. But as you go and you enter words, it keeps you abreast of how many you've got and all that. Alright, so that's how to do limits, and hopefully that's good for you, all the different variations of these keyword output. Thank you very much.